What's poppin', everybody? I'd like to welcome you guys to another episode of Texas Bass Fishing TV. And today I am going to show you guys how I rig up a drop shot. It's not what you're supposed to be doing, but it's how I set up my drop shots. First of all, my today's setup, it is a Lew's Xfinity Inshore. As any of you guys would like to know, I am a huge Lew's fanatic, and I'm using on a 15-pound braid with a 12-pound mono for my leader, and I usually get the Zebco ones at about 12 pounds. Yeah, if you guys are fishing on a budget, then that's the whole deal to go to. I like it because it stretches pretty good, and that's most of the times I use for my leaders that I do. And if you guys want to give you a tutorial, I'm using a double uni braid or a double uni knot. And if you guys want a tutorial on it, how I rig up or how I set up the leaders, comment down below and I will make sure and get that out for you guys. But for your drop shot, you're actually going to need a drop shot hook. I am using a 1/0. I don't know if y'all can see it. I hope y'all can. It's a 1/0, and I am using a cylinder weight. It is a 1/4 ounce weight. So first of all, the ones that I use for my drop shot, I always use, and it's always been my favorite knot, which is the polymer knot. So you rig up as far as how you want it, or how you want it to be set up. And, well, let me show you guys. Let me start off from the whole beginning. The polymer knot, you're going to go from the top. The hook for your drop shot has to be landing like this. I don't know if you can see it. It has to be landing like that, with the hook side up. So when you're going to tie your polymer knot, you're going to go with this end inside the eyelet. You're going to take all the way to the end, and you're going to drop it up back inside the eyelet. And what I like to do on my polymer knot, it's a double polymer knot. So what you're going to do is, when you have it looking like this, this is how it's supposed to look like. I don't know if you can see it very well. I hope you can. If not, I could probably do it at my house and I can show you slower detail on the polymer knot. But what you're going to do is, inside this little circle that's right here, that's pulling on the hook, you're going to get this double-sided, and you're going to go in. And you're going to come back out, and you're going to go in again. From here, you're going to spread out, and it's going to go in between. It's going to go in between the hook. I like to wet it up a little bit. Put some saliva, get some lubricant. And that is how you set up with the hook. Now, if you go down and if you set your weight here in the bottom, it's going to look like this. I don't know if you can see it properly. Let me see if I could get on. Do you see how that's looking like? Where it's facing down? Okay. In order for you to get that hook up, you're gonna have to go inside the eyelet again. So you're going to go in with this end. From the bottom. And you're just going to go with the hook side up. Going down again. And just pull it. Just pull it. And that is how you get your hook to go up. Now we're going to go to the weights. Usually what people do is that whenever they set their weight, these little things right here on the top, I actually don't know what they're called, but let's just go ahead and just call it, you know, another eyelet. What they do is that, you know how it's wide here and then it gets skinny on the way to the very top? Well, that's for you to clamp. Usually what people do is that they just go all the way in, they clamp it, and they just tie a regular knot, you know, and that usually works. I like to do a Palmer knot also on it. So I'm going to go all the way straight down. Now this is for demonstration, because I'm going to show you another way also how I rig up a drop shot. I'm going to go all the way down. To the bottom. Now before you even clamp it, because I use Palmer knot in this one also, before you even clamp it, because if you clamp it before you do the Palmer knot, it's just going to tear. It's just going to tear. And I use the Palmer knot also on my weights also. So I do double. So I'm going to go in, just like how I showed you on the hook, and I'm going to go in again. I'm going to close it up a little bit. This tag in, where I open up, it's going to go in between. And it's going to go up. Same thing, put some saliva into it. Now, before you even clamp it, it's going to be like this to the side. So when you put it there on the side, just pull it. That's all you got to do, is just pull it. Just pull it. And then the extra, I like to do another little knot, if I am able to. And I will set this up right here. Do one more. Oh, I get this. Cut it up. And that's how we get it for your drop shot. That's how it's supposed to look like. just like that. Now for the bait, well, I'm just using a regular swim jig because I had it. But whenever you nose hook it, what I like to do is I like to do measuring, and it helps. So whenever it's here, I just like to do it like this. Just measure it, and when I'm in, all I do is just go in and out. You have to make sure it's straight, because if not, it won't swim right. And that's how it looks. Just like that. Now I'm going to show you a second way, and it's a lot faster. And I actually learned this one through my buddy Vern. He's out of Tennessee. He's with TN Yak and Tackle. And he taught me, or he showed me the second part that I'm about to show you right now of rigging a drop shot. And it's a lot easier than usual, or than what most of the people do. But just give me a moment and I will get back with you here in a sec, and I will explain how to do it. Now for the second part of the drop shot, this is way easier, and it is I mean there's nothing I can say. It's easier. It's easier. And if you guys ever get to have, and I'm not sure if you guys know this, but for you to use the easiest way to do a drop shot, it's I'm pretty sure you guys seen some of these stuff right here. These are rubber, I guess, weight stoppers. That's what they are. And what you do is that whenever you have this right here, with that little eyelid or that little circle that's right here, right on the tip, this is where you're going to put your line in. That way you could bring up your rubber stopper to the top. And you're going to need 2 of these. So what you do is that you just pick it up like that, let it go into the line, and just bring it up. Bring it up. After that, oh, my weight is falling down. After that, you get your drop shot hook. You get your drop shot hook, and you're going to bring it down inside the eyelet. The line going down with the hook facing on top, just like that. Just like that. And I'm sorry, I got a call from my dad earlier. And you're just going to bring it up, and it's going to be just like this. Now, it's going to be falling down, so you're going to need something to go up. So you're going to do the same thing. You're going to get another rubber weight stopper. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to push it in, bring it up, push it all the way through the line, bring it up again, and you have your drop shot hook, just like that. I don't know if you can see it. I'm trying to focus in right now, but I'm trying to see if I can get it. It's hard for me to. There you go. Just like that. Just the way it's pointing up. Now, what I like about this is that it just depends, because of course whenever you rig your drop shots, it just depends on your weight on the bottom to see how much line you're going to leave out. So, and that also depends on the feet of water. You're not going to do 16 inches on a foot of water, or you're not going to do 24 on a 1.5 foot of water, right? So it all depends. And what I like about this is that whenever you do it, let me go ahead and rig up this weight, cylinder weight for you guys. And I'm just gonna do it really quick. I'm not gonna do the Palmer knot. And what I was talking about earlier is that how everybody does it is that what they do is they put the line through here, and right there they just snap it up, and then they just do the knot. They just do the knot just like that. Just like that. That's how it is with the weight and with the hook. I really do hope you guys can see it, because since I'm using my phone and I have the GoPro on, I cannot really see what I'm seeing through my phone, and that's kind of like why I'm kind of, trying to maneuver and stuff. But back to what I was saying. So what I like about this, what I like about this setup is that with these rubber weight stoppers, you use these, it's already up, so you're not gonna have any issues with it. So it all depends, and you have so much line that you have left, or that you have, that you're able to move up. So let's just say, for example, you're at a 1 foot of water, right? So you want to do that. All you got to do is just get these rubber stoppers, go from the top, and you just bring it down. Bring it down. And now I'm close. See how far it is? And if I want to move up and if I have deeper water, what I could do is that I could just get this bottom part right here from the rubber weight stopper, and all I gotta do is just bring it up. Bring it up, it slides. I got my weight here in the bottom, and you got the hook on top. So when you're able to change it, and you're able to do this all the way down to the bottom, and you have your hook. And the same thing as you do whenever you nose hook. Whenever you nose hook, like I said, I do the measuring, I do this, and then I go from the bottom, go from the top, and I nose hook it. And that is how my rigging is done. And that's how I rig up a drop shot. If I didn't explain, or if you like the video, make sure you guys do a comment also. If you want me to do a tutorial on the uni knots, I'm more than welcome to. I'm not too used to filming. I'm kind of new to this, so I still get nervous, if you know what I mean. But I'm pretty sure later on throughout the future I'll get adjusted to it and it'll become more like a natural thing. But if I didn't explain myself correctly on the Palmer knot, please let me know, and I'll make sure and do a solid video to explain, and where you guys could know a little bit more, or you guys could learn a little bit more. But as far as I know, is that this is how I rig up a drop shot. Palmer knot, uni knots are the ones that I like the most, and that's basically it. So let's see if we can get some fishing done. Now I'm going to show you guys a couple of techniques that I usually do whenever I'm rigging, whenever I am fishing with a drop shot. A lot of people tend to have different techniques. What I like to do is that I like to just, especially in the warmer weathers, what you want to do is that you just want to just vibrate your plastic, your worm, swim bait, your finesse, crawls, whatever you guys use. What you want to do is that you just let it sink down here in the bottom, for a little bit, and you just vibrate. It's kind of warmer right now, so it should be pretty good. You got some slack in the line, just bring it in. All you gotta do is just vibrate it. You don't need to do too much. It's just gonna be a little bit of action what you're doing. The current is most likely doing everything when it falls down. So when the current is moving, you know, it's still moving your bait. What you're vibrating on is that you're giving your bait a little bit more of an action. That's basically what you're doing. You're giving it a little bit more of an action. You know, so whenever the bait and you're wiggling, your bait's moving a little bit more. So it's hopefully it's giving out a couple of vibrations, a little bit of vibrations, and it's going to actually, well, hopefully catch the attention of the fish. Now during the winter time, when it's cold, and as for me, you know, I'm the same way also, and I tend to forget. You know, whenever it's the winter time, whenever it's cold, or even if there's like high pressure. When there's high pressure, what happens is that the fish, they tend to, you know, eat very slowly. They don't open up their mouth. They're not too aggressive. You know, so whenever you do that, see, there's a couple of bait that's already, that are jumping around here. So what you want to do is that you just want to reel it in and just pick it up very slowly. Very slowly. Bring in some slack. Let your weight fall down again. What helps me remember, for me, especially when I got to bring it up slowly and I'm doing it, I have my rod all the way down. I have my rod down, so it reminds me where it's like I just got to do this. You know, and then you bring it down again, you reel in all the slack. Then you just bring it up again. You just bring it up again. So now I did it where it was short. Now if I want to go higher, and if I want to do this, what I could do is that I could just move it up. I can just move it up a little bit. Move away from the ground. Since I see a little bit of bait that are jumping in, it's okay for me to move my bait a little bit higher. You know, because I see bait that are jumping. So if I'm be able to move, I could probably be able to trick them. Now I'm hoping I don't get snagged or anything like that, because I only brought one hook and one weight. Well, fam, that concludes the end of our video. I did a couple of fishing, but obviously no luck. But if you guys like what I did, if you guys like the video, please give it a thumbs up and comment down below whether if you want me to do a slower version or a slower part of how to rig up a Palmer knot and a uni knot. Comment down in the questions if there's anything you guys would like to see or any other challenges you guys would like to see. I'm always down for it, so make sure you guys also comment down in the comment section. If you guys want to, please share it, but most of all, I want you guys, and I would appreciate it if you guys would subscribe and hit that bell notification. That way every time I upload a video, you guys can get notified. But that concludes the video. I'd like to welcome you guys again to Texas Bass Fishing TV, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. I'm out.